In the last slide, we have seen that we have vaccines for polio, hepatitis, etc. Polio is caused due to virus. It's a viral disease. To prevent oneself from contracting this disease, that is polio, we give the polio vaccine. Now, this polio vaccine comprises of inactivated poliovirus. So this inactivated polio vaccine is given as a shot. But now what have we done is that the same vaccine, that is inactivated polio vaccine, instead of giving it as a shot, we give it in the form of liquid drops. So we have now started with the oral polio vaccine, in which the vaccine is in the form of liquid drops that are given via the mouth. Now, what is an inactivated vaccine? So an inactivated vaccine comprises of the killed bacteria or virus or the pathogen of the disease. So an inactivated vaccine comprises of the killed bacteria or viruses or any other pathogen which are grown in the laboratory in a culture, and then they lose the disease producing capacity. So once the pathogens are inactivated, that is their disease causing capacity is lost, such inactivated pathogens are then given as vaccines. So pathogens for inactivated vaccines are grown under controlled conditions and are killed as a means to reduce their infectivity. Now, why are we given the killed viruses or bacteria? So that they become infective. So they lose their capacity to infect us and thus prevent the infection from happening. So we make use of the oral polio vaccine. Now, gradually, instead of giving shots, we have turned towards the oral vaccines. And now, with the help of biotechnology, we are developing vaccines which are edible. So we have edible vaccines, and we have been making use of potatoes because potatoes can be eaten. All edible items can be used for preparing such edible vaccines. So here the trial is going on potatoes. Edible vaccines using transgenic potatoes is being developed using biotechnology. So by making use of biotechnology, we are preparing transgenic potatoes. So transgenic, as we have seen earlier also, it means that the genetic constitution of the potatoes have been changed. So such potatoes are called transgenic potatoes. These potatoes are effective against bacteria like Vibrio cholerae, that is a causative agent of cholera, and Escherichia coli. Now, it is also called as E. coli, and E. coli is a causative agent of several uh, disorders that are related to the intestine. That is, they can cause diarrhea. They may even result in urinary tract infection. So these potatoes, that is transgenic potatoes, are effective against bacteria like Vibrio cholerae and E. coli. Consumption of these raw potatoes generates the immunity against cholera and the disease caused due to E. coli. So if we consume these potatoes, but the condition is that these potatoes need to be consumed raw. Now, why they cannot be consumed as cooked potatoes is what we will see later. So if we eat raw potatoes, then they provide immunity against the diseases like cholera and those caused by E. coli. Now here they have shown the process of the formation of transgenic potatoes. Here this is the isolation of desired gene from human pathogen. So it may be any bacteria or virus, and from that bacteria or virus we have isolated the gene which is the causative agent of the disease. So here this is the gene that is responsible for the disease like cholera, or that is caused due to E. coli, and that then this is going to be injected into the plant. So this plant now becomes a transgenic plant because you have changed the genetic constitution. You have inserted into this potato plant a virus that belongs to some another organism like Vibrio cholerae or Escherichia coli. So now this becomes a transgenic plant. Virus infects the pieces of potato leaves. So the virus has infected the pieces of the potato leaves here. Entire plant is developed from the leaf pieces containing genes of human pathogen. So now you can see that entire plant has been developed. You can even see potatoes over here with the pieces of the leaves. Now the gene that was taken from the pathogen and introduced into the plant has caused the plant to secrete the same proteins that cause the disease. Consumption of raw potatoes helps to develop immunity against that pathogen. So if we consume such potatoes, we will develop immunity against those pathogens. So this is how the process of developing transgenic potatoes takes place. So all this is at an experimental stage, yet we have not been able to make use of these potatoes which are transgenic, and these are genetically engineered potatoes. And these potatoes make the protein of the disease causing bacteria. So now these potatoes have prepared the same kind of proteins that were present in the pathogen, because we have introduced the gene that is responsible for the infection into the potato plant. So when any person is going to eat these potatoes, their body would be immunized against cholera or those diseases which are caused due to E. coli. But the limitation, as we had said, that they have to be consumed raw. So this is a limitation, that these potatoes cannot be cooked because cooking would destroy the protein of the disease causing bacteria. So these proteins are not thermostable. They will change their uh, state as soon as they are going to be heated. So if we are going to cook these potatoes, the proteins are going to change their structure and they will no more be effective. Hence, they cannot be cooked. So attempts are in progress to produce transgenic bananas and potatoes because they can be eaten raw. So transgenic tobacco plants are useful for vaccinating cattle against rinderpest disease, and they are also being developed. So transgenic tobacco plants are used for vaccinating cattle because cattle suffer from a disease which is called as rinderpest disease. So it's also a viral disease and it spreads by water. So gradually we are turning towards edible vaccines so that it becomes easy for administration.